Hello children. In the previous class, we saw the achievements of Pandit Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri. Let's continue the chapter to know more about India events after 1960. The year 1920 witnessed the non-cooperation movement. People made bonfires and burnt foreign goods. A 5-year-old girl came forward. She chose to burn her own beloved doll because the doll had been made in England. This brave little girl rose to become the admirable, complex, daring, and the first female Prime Minister of India in 1966, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. From nationalizing banks to cancelling pensions of princes, Indira Gandhi did not hesitate to go against political tides. 14 private banks were nationalized. To name a few: Central Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, Punjab National Bank, etc. In Standard 8, we had learnt the major role of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, where many princely states merged with India. Since they lost ruling rights, privy purses, that is, pensions, were paid to these royal families. Now, to understand more about Indira Gandhi's achievements, we need to travel around the globe. So let's go. We are in East Pakistan. Mukti Bahini, founded by Mujibur Rahman around March 1971, revolted against Pakistan's oppressive policies in East Pakistan. This crisis affected our country as millions of refugees came to India. The role of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and her strong leadership was prominent during the internal clash between East Pakistan and West Pakistan. The Indo-Pakistan War of 1971 was a military confrontation between India and Pakistan, where India sided with East Pakistan in their war of liberation. The war ended on 16th December 1971 after West Pakistan surrendered. East Pakistan was now an independent country called Bangladesh. As a part of India's policy to use atomic energy for peaceful purposes, India successfully carried out an underground test of an atomic device at Pokhran in Rajasthan in 1974. Let's continue our travel. Wow, we are in the beautiful state of Sikkim. Earlier, Sikkim was an independent country. It was ruled by the kings from Namgyal dynasty. Sikkim remained a monarchy until 10th April 1975, when the Sikkimese parliament, with the support of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, unanimously voted to abolish monarchy and merged with India. Sikkim now became a full-fledged state in the Indian Federation. Before we move ahead, let's understand two terms: government machinery and national emergency. Government machinery. Now, this government machinery is created by the government to deliver mandated programs and services in a legal manner. It refers to the allocation of functions and responsibilities between departments and ministers. For example, Department of Treasury and Finance, Department of Transport, etc. Now let's understand national emergency. National emergency is a situation in which a government is empowered to perform actions or policies which normally do not get permission to be undertaken. A government can declare such an emergency during national disasters, civil unrest, medical pandemic, etc. During a national emergency, certain changes are made in the functioning of the government. The president has more authority and the center becomes powerful in order to protect the motherland. National emergency was declared during the Indochina War of 1962 and also in the Indo-Pak War of 1971. In 1975, due to internal disturbance and political unrest, Indira Gandhi declared a state of national emergency. This emergency is termed as the darkest hour in the history of India. During the 1970s, the political situation in India grew unstable. The Allahabad High Court gave the verdict in 1974 that Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister, had misused the government machinery during her election campaign. It led to nationwide strikes and protest. During this period, the situation became more complicated due to the movement led by Jayaprakash Narayan. The situation of law and order in the country worsened and the government declared a state of national emergency on the basis of the constitutional provisions relating to emergency. During this turbulent period, the fundamental rights of Indian citizens were suspended. Due to the emergency, the Indian administration became disciplined, but the human rights were restricted. The period of national emergency lasted from 1975 to 1977, and after that, general elections were conducted. Now, on the backdrop of the emergency, many opposition parties came together and formed a party on 24th January 1977 called as the Janata Party. The Congress party led by Indira Gandhi was totally defeated by this newly formed Janata Party. Morarji Desai became the Prime Minister, but under his leadership, the Janata Party government couldn't last long due to internal differences. Charan Singh succeeded him as Prime Minister, but even his government was a short-lived one. Elections were conducted once again in 1980 and the Congress party under the leadership of Indira Gandhi came to power again. Okay children, that's all for today. See you next time. Take care. Thank you.